how to take it easy. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to pace myself. I was just so gung-ho excited to be in Dragon Ball Z, and I was playing this badass, big Super Saiyan guy. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna kick ass. I'm gonna rip these guys to shred. And so I was going for it, all out, Kakarot and all that stuff. And within an hour, I was like, oh God, kill me. I'd blown it out. I yelled so hard and pushed so hard from the chest and tried to push it down so low and growling and yelling. And it's like the worst thing you can do. And so I had to come back and record the rest of the movie, like a week later. And couldn't do anything for a week vocally. Couldn't sing, couldn't do any other characters or any other shows that I was in, because it didn't sound like me anymore. I sounded like this. Right? Yeah, do a news report, exactly. But Broly was definitely the hardest. Until, you know what? Until Digimon Fusion started. There's a character that I played in Digimon Fusion, not the Chris, the guy that my main guy, but there was this monster. Anybody watching Digimon Fusion at all? You know Mad Leomon? The big, giant, lion kind of creature monster? Yeah, that was me. And he made Broly seem like a walk in the park. I mean, fortunately, he was just a monster who was around, for a little while and then got killed. Unlike Dragon Ball Z, he doesn't come back. In Dragon Ball Z, nobody actually dies. But Broly was definitely really hard. Yes?
Have you eaten any donuts lately?
Oh no!
No, but I had a really nice funnel cake a few minutes ago. We were telling Bonnie, Bonnie, the actress from Star Wars that's upstairs, we were sitting in the green room and we were talking about funnel cakes. And she's from Australia. And she's like, what's a funnel cake? I'm like, oh girl, you need to get on that. You need to get a bite of that. And sure enough, somebody from the staff went out and bought a couple of funnel cakes and brought them up to the table. And the first thing I said was not, give me that funnel cake. The first thing I said was, where's Bonnie? I want to watch Bonnie eat the funnel cake. Because there's nothing more fun than watching somebody enjoy something that you enjoy, Like when you go see a good movie, and you're going to go with your friend to see the movie, you kind of sit there in the theater like this, and your friend's watching the movie, and you're doing this. Because you want to watch them enjoy it, You get excited to see them enjoy it. So, it's like that with funnel cake. No donuts. I don't eat donuts anymore. Donuts are the devil. Yes, my dear.
Star Trek trivia.
Oh, bring it. Original series?
Original series.
Bring it, girl.
Okay, so there's one episode, I forgot what number.
Oh, I'll tell you the name. Go ahead, just tell me what it is.
So they go to this planet, it's like a tundra, like Hoth. And they go to a base and everyone's dead. And there's some virus, but they catch it. And they go back to the ship and everyone starts going crazy.
Naked Time.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Naked Time was the name of the episode.
What was Sulu doing?
Written by John D.F. Black. Oh, you gotta do better than that, sweetie. What was Sulu doing? Oh my gosh, yes. That was a great episode. Yeah. Where they got this disease and it was transferred to each other from perspiration. Just if you just touched somebody, just your sweat, and it made the symptoms of the disease were like intoxication, like you were drunk and like all your inhibitions just went away, and oh my gosh, yes, thank you, nice try.
So I know sometimes you go on Ed rants, but I was wondering, it's not so much a rant per se, but can you do one of those things where Tamaki goes on and on about him being daddy?
I don't remember those. I don't remember exactly what he said. You know what? You guys need to remember something. You may not have thought about this, but if you're a voice actor, you don't even memorize your lines. You realize that? If you do a stage play, you have to learn your lines, right? Because you're standing up on stage and you have to memorize your lines, and you're up there for an hour with these other actors. When you're voice acting, you got the script in front of you. And the director says, okay, go to cue number 212. And I go, flip, 97, 120, 212. Got it. Tamaki. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Done. Go to cue number 291. You'll never say that again. You'll never hear it. You'll never repeat. You know what I'm saying? So, if you consider how long ago some of these shows I did, I don't even remember what I said last week as a character. So, unfortunately, I don't remember a lot of the things. When people come up and they're like, do you remember what Ed said in such and such an episode? I'm like, no. I'm sorry, I don't. Somebody told me the other day that there was a scene where Ed said, there are so many people's asses I have to kick, I'm going to have to make a list to keep track of them all. I looked at him like this. I said that? That's funny. I didn't even remember it. So unfortunately, I know there are a lot of those great moments, and I don't even remember them, because if you do it right the first time, when you record, you don't have to do it a second time. And you don't memorize them, so it's very easy to, gone. But I love you. Yes? Ooh, looking good. Do you have a trivia question?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite character or episode from Case Closed?
Oh, wow. See, that's way back. Wow. Everybody I played in Case Closed gets killed. They just all get killed. Wait a minute, except for some guy named Mr. Green. I think he actually was the killer. I like him. That's my choice. Yes?
Are you a Whovian?
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh. Can I show you a picture?
Yes!
It's not for all of you, just for her.
Aw.
You ready? Not that one. Oops, didn't mean to show that one. It wasn't anything. Okay, wait a minute. Where is he? Wait for it. Oh! Pretty nice, huh? Wait a minute. There's more. You may not know who these are. I don't know if you do or not. What? It is, isn't it? Let me show you something else. No, I just showed you a picture of me and my buddy Matt Smith. We do a lot of conventions. We've done a few conventions together. And it's easy to exaggerate. Did you notice that? I just started to say we do a lot of conventions together. And my brain, my little truth monitor said, that's not true. So, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? But you might as well tell the truth, right? We've done a few conventions together. We've had some great conversation. I found out he loves soccer. Did you know that? You guys that are big Matt Smith fans, you know. He almost played professional soccer. I mean, he was a real soccer player. Football, I should say, for them. And I played soccer all through college. And so he and I have talked several times about next time we're at a convention together, getting a soccer ball and going on kicking it around somewhere, finding a field somewhere. So, yes, people for years, fans would come up to me in an autograph session and say, do you like Doctor Who? And you know what I would say? I'll bet I would if I ever got to watch it, because I had never gotten to see it. But I knew enough about it that I bet I would love it. You know what I mean? It probably would strike me similar to Star Trek. Very imaginative and all kinds of great themes. And sure enough, I started watching it with David Eccleston. Christopher Eccleston. And then David Tennant. He's awesome. And Matt Smith. I gotta say, Tennant, he's my favorite. But I love Matt. I mean, I love Matt as a person, and I love him as a doctor. But I've also become very close friends with Colin Baker, who was the 6th Doctor. He's wonderful, a good friend. And then just 2 weeks ago in Salt Lake City, where's that girl? Where's Harley Quinn? Come back up here. I have another picture to show you. 2 weeks ago, Colin Baker was in was in Salt Lake City with me, and so was Paul McGann, who was, which doctor was he? Eighth doctor. Okay, here's another picture that you might get a kick out of. Another good buddy of mine, John Merriman. He's like the nicest man of all time. And then I have a picture in here with me and my adorable, where is she? Amy. What's her name? Karen Gillan. Oh my gosh, Karen Gillan. Karen and Rory Arthur. He was in Salt Lake City. It was a great pleasure to meet him as well. So yes, I am a Whovian. And I've been wanting to figure out a way to do a crossover Star Trek episode. I mean, because Doctor Who is a time traveler, y'all. So why couldn't he show up in the 23rd century, right? I don't know exactly what that would look like, and I wouldn't want it to be too cheesy, but I think it would be really fun to merge those two.
TARDIS goes to the transporter.
Right, dude, how many of you would not have a nerdgasm to see the TARDIS appear on the bridge of the Enterprise? Or, I mean, just the visual alone. Right? On the transporter platform. I mean, with Scotty, what? This is that thing. Yeah? How are we doing on time? It's perfect timing. I think it's time we roll into Star Trek. What do you say? Mr. Technical Master, are you up there? Are you good with this? Are we ready to show this episode? Okay. Fire her up and give me the green light when you're ready to roll it. Let me tell you a little bit about what you're about to see. It's a perfect way to spend the 5 minutes, okay?